Hello everyone, I hope you are doing great. Welcome to my YouTube channel Value for Dynamics. This is my fifth video in assembly order module series. If you are new to my channel, I recommend watching my previous video first to get a better understanding of assembly management. Also, please share your feedback in the comments. Your input motivates me to create more videos and improve the content if I have missed anything. So, in this video, we will understand about assembly code. How we can create the assembly code, what are the benefits of the assembly code. So, let's get started. So before moving into the business central, we should understand differences between assembly code and assembly order. Assembly order basically created from the sales code, and this is the basically useful when we are getting the order from the customer and we have to define the quotation of the sales code, as well as we need to finalize the pricing, what should be the pricing, what are the availability of the making a assembly kit, and suppose we need to change there is some substitute or the another item which is the not currently available the component item, and we can use the substitute that, and based on that their price and their cost will be different. So in the PPT, if you can see that assembly code is non-posting document, means we cannot directly post that. We cannot create directly assembly code. This could be created from the sales code, used for estimation, no inventory impact. After posting the assembly code, there will be a no impact, though we cannot post the document. And this could be posted through the sales code, or there will be a linking with the sales order as well as the assembly order. So this is the optional, whether if you want you can use that. And in terms of the assembly order, you can see that assembly order is always we can post the document. Used for production means we are producing something as assembly goods. Inventory update after posting the assembly order. Inventory impact will be coming like a consumption assembly component item as well as the output of the assembly order. Required to assembly item. Assembly order basically created for the those item we need to assemble, and the assembly order is the basically created for the sales order, means assembly to order, or manual, as we know earlier assembly to stock. There are two properties of the assembly order item. So this is all about the assembly code as well as assembly order. So let's see how it's work into the business central. So we are into the business central. Currently I have opened the item list, and if you can see that there is the some of the item I have already created. Let's see the what are the two items which we are going to use during the sales code as well as the assembly code, and what are their assembly policies. So in the first item PR001, that if you can see that this is the basically assembly to order, and in PR002 that is basically assembly to a stock. Now let's search the assembly code. If you can see the assembly code list page, there is the no option to create the new like the another sales code. If I will search the sales code, see there is the option to new. So this is the base functionality where we cannot directly create the assembly code. So first difference is that we cannot use assembly code directly. So now how we can use that? So for that, first we need to this create the sales code, and based on the sales code this will be automatically created based on the linking of the item of the assembly. So let me create the sales code, and we all knows about that sales code is used to give the estimation to the our customer, and once estimation is freeze, then we can convert it into the either order or into directly create into the invoice. But in assembly item, parallelly system will create the assembly code if we are using the sales code. So see, this is the sales code. I am taking the 100 as a customer, order date and rest as we know about the sales code. I assuming that you know about the sales code. If you don't know, please comment it. I will make a one separate video over the sales code, how we can create the sales code and what are the utilization of that. So as we understand that there are the all the details automatically pop up over the sales code general fast tab, and related the posting and invoice detail based on the our customer master. So now in the sales code line I am taking the first item, that is the basically 001, and if you remember that this item is basically if I can over there and go inside that, this is the basically assembly to order as a assembly policy. See, assembly to order, and there is the also component is already predefined, as we understand then how we can create the assembly order manually or from the sales order. So this is the sales code, and here we have to specify the location. I am taking the as usual the east location. Now whatever the quantity I have defined, based on that system is synchronized with the assembly code. So let me put here the 5 quantity, and see system is synchronizing the assembly line. So let's see, after defining the quantity you can see that quantity to assemble to order automatically defined. If I want to change that, I cannot change that, because whatever the quantity we have defined here, based on that it's defined. Now how we can check that which assembly code or assembly order is created from the sales code? Let's go into the line, and line there is the assembly code, and if I will click over the assembly to order line, there is the assembly component detail is showing here, right? And if I want to check that the details of the assembly code, let me click over the assembly, and if you can see here this is the assembly code, this is not a assembly order, because this is the sales code is designed to estimate the pricing of the item which we are going to sell the customer. So if you can see that these are the item unit cost total cost is showing over here, right? And another point, if I can see here, there is no another option like a sales code or purchase code. We can convert the assembly order directly from the assembly code. Means this is the just for reference, we cannot change anything, we cannot do anything from here, right? We can, if I want to change the component line, these are the things we can change from the component line, and based on that our pricing, sales code pricing will be changed. So let's go into the, if you can see here that total amount is showing here, and unit price, initially unit price is coming from the item master, assembly item master, which is defined from the this item card. So if you can see that the unit price is here, right? Now another point, whether parallelly system is created the assembly order or not. Let me just cross verify the order. And if you can see that in today's date there is the no any assembly order is created, if there is the no any item, we can see that this is the last order. So now suppose we want to change the unit price, right? Because we will send this quotation. How we can send this quotation? We can just print the quote, that is the quote report, right? And if I can see here, see the attachment over here, we can see that what is the quote. So this is the total value of the 5 quantity multiplied by this one. Let me back, and now I need to change the price because our assembly component item price is little bit different based on the our current component item, right? Suppose I need to uh, change the value of this item unit cost, right? Suppose we are currently their value is changed, something like that, any scenario like in business, or maybe there is the one item is not needed for this, right? And maybe there is the requirement of the quantity, only one quantity is needed for this candy. I can change that, right? Based on that their price is changed, right? Let me go back and close it. Still if you can see that the unit price is the previous one, which is the coming from the item card. Now if I want to change the price, I just have to click over the roll of the price and see based on the current component item pricing, it has been changed. So this is the basically, now if I will convert, let's the second stage, this is the fix. Now quotation is fixed, and I just said that quote is accepted by the customer. This is the, though this is the optional. Now I am converting it to the our sales quote. To sales order. See, sales order is here. Now if I will go into the assembly quote, that assembly code is gone because we have converted into the sales order, and now assembly code is totally converted into the assembly order. If I will go from the separately to the assembly order and see the new assembly order is created, right? And there if you can see the pricing and all those things, I was changed unit cost over there, and based on that this is now, as like we understand earlier that the uh, assembly to order, we have already know about how it's work. So same like earlier, it is working like if I can see the assembly information, I need to go here, okay, and we can find out the linking from here, right? And so this is the all about the assembly code from based on the assembly item, which is assembly policies, assembly to order. Now we can understand that another item, this is the basically their policies is assembly to code. So can we create the assembly quotation from the sales code where assembly policy is assembly to stock? Yes, we can create into the system, but normally that practice is not uh, in the business scenario, so people are not using, but we can create that. So let's go into the sales code, create another sales code, and I need to see that. And this is the PR002. Now taking the and same 6 quantity. If you can see that this item is also assembly item, but system is not synchronizing the uh, assembly code when we are defining the our uh, quantity on the sales code, because if you can see the assembly to order base must have a value, right? So how we can create for those scenario, we have to specify here the assembly to order quantity, and based on that, if I can go into the code, we can see that, right? These are the items which is required for this one. If there is a substitute or same, like we want to change the unit cost and cost amount, whatever the details, quantity, when we want to change the quantity, we can change that. If something like this item is not available and I want to change the another item here, right, substitute item, I can go and take it from the nuggets, and it might be available, it might not be available, and their costing might be lesser or greater than the previous dark chocolate. We have to update here, and in the same situation, if I will create the mark order, let's see what system will do. And here is that assembly to assembly to order is automatically created on the sales order. So if I will go into the assembly line, system will also create the our assembly order. So this is all about the assembly functionality, where we how we can create the assembly code and what are there the utilization. We can utilize for the estimation, where we can change the estimation from through the sales code rather than directly creating the assembly code, which is not possible into the system. So this is the all about the assembly code. If you want to see more detail about the assembly code and more, you want to explore more through the Microsoft documents, you can go here and you can explore that, and maybe you can get some another uh, good 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 knowledge over there. Explore it and try to uh, utilize the learning of the assembly code. So thanks for watching. I would love you can comment or you suggest something which can improve to make a better content. And if someone wants to join with me to make a some good content related to another topic, I am open for that. Thanks for watching.